Greetings everyone. Some people who are holders of the Zimbabwe exemption permits that are applying study permits for their children, they get rejected because the child would not have had a permit, say, from grade 1. Then a parent starts to apply for a visa when the child is meant to change schools to go to grade 8. Or when the child is about to write matric, they then remember that they have to apply for a study permit or a study visa. When they apply, as we have always advised, that you need to apply for a study visa for your child, and the child gets rejected or the application gets rejected on the basis that there was no visa that was attached. For instance, we've of late been assisting people that applied for a study visa for their kids, and the letter will come as a rejection, and it will be written in this format. Just to quote what the Department of Home Affairs will say. It says, I quote, "With a reference to your application for a study visa, section 13, you are, in terms of the provisions of section 8, bracket 3 of the Act, hereby notified that the decision is as follows. Application rejected." The comments that are given: study visa section 13 cannot be granted. No valid visa attached. Applicant failed to submit good cause letter. And then the person is asked to appeal within the next 10 days. So quite a number of parents that are applying for the permits of their kids or study visa for their kids, they get rejected because there was no accompanying visa or the previous visa that the child was using. You remember that we said that if your child is born in South Africa, within a reasonable time, which is within about 3 months, you should have processed their Zimbabwean birth certificate, Zimbabwean passport, and applied for an accompanying visa. When the child then get to school, because all along they will be using an accompanying visa, then they change it to study visa. So when the study visa expires, when you renew, you will always attach those expired visas. So in the case whereby you did not have the visa for the child, you need then, firstly, before you apply for a study visa for your child, to get a good cause letter, which you get from the Department of Home Affairs. So get a good cause letter from the Department of Home Affairs. A good cause letter is to specify or put it in writing why your child from birth up to the age you are now applying for a study visa, they never had any other visa before. So you need to put that in writing so that when you then do your application, you submit that good cause letter. Because in the letter that I just read, they said, one, you did not attach an accompanying visa or a previous visa, that is to say, or a good cause letter why you then did not apply for the visa. Right. So that's what you need to do. Then there is a comment here following one of the videos that you recorded. Someone writes, is Comrade J Fay, that's what they call themselves on this platform, say, good evening. I was at VFS today to try and collect my waiver that was also sent to me as a PDF. And there's a mistake which I was hoping to correct, only to be told by an official at VFS was attending to us that the waiver is no longer necessary. Holders of ZEP must just apply for general work visa. So like we spoke about the confusion that is there because initially we had said that VFS had said ZEP holders should apply for a straight general work visa without a waiver. Then the spokesperson to the minister then said no, they will have a meeting with the VFS to correct that. We've been updated that the meeting did happen, and the VFS says you need to apply for a waiver, but officials are then still saying you can apply straight. So we hope that they are going to correct this at VFS so that the people do not face these challenges. Then Comrade Jabulani Sender writes a comment. He says, I quote, "Evening, Mr. Mabena, your information is now concerning, you are repeating the same thing. You recorded several videos on this issue. This was on the issue about waivers, general work visas. I think now you should be giving information on what the circular means to those who were rejected for the said reasons." Comrade Jabulani is criticizing me for giving reasons, for keep on repeating the same thing in my videos. He then, in that same criticism, asking me to repeat what I've always been saying on what one does when one has been rejected. We've addressed this issue, Comrade Jabulani. But because they are also going to accuse me that I'm repeating, you missed that, and another comrade might accuse me of repeating. But we said, if you are rejected, you attach the circular to your appeal letter. You do the appeal, you attach that circular, which will show that the letter from SAQA and from the Department of Labor and Employment is no longer necessary, right? So you attach that. We have addressed that. There is a video speaking specifically about that, but you then say I'm repeating the same things, and then you keep on asking me. Then Comrade Jabulani continues, the circular says to those who applied on, before and after the signature, the minister has waived the certificate of labor and certificate from SAQA. What happens to those who were rejected and those who applied with a waiver, which only waived a certificate from Labor Department? Let's be seen moving forward, not talking the same thing now and again. If you can follow your videos, I agree that you say the same thing. What, as I've already said, that what Comrade Jabulani is asking me is what we also have been addressing. This might be the third video. So you attach the circular to your appeal. You need to appeal because, like we said, many people that applied for waivers, they were granted waivers. But on applying for a general work visa, they were rejected on the basis that they do not have a SAQA certificate or a certificate from Labor Department. So you attach that circular so that you get granted a general work visa on appeal. So we hope that those that were rejected will do so that they are assisted. Otherwise, please like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok, please do follow us. Keep writing your questions. We try our best to assist. Otherwise, have a great day. Goodbye.